Hey everybody, Superfluous Jay here, playing more Dyson Sphere program, and I just returned back at the Horse's Navel, our home planet, to see that we have 10,000 critical photons sitting here, not being put out on this belt because I'm a moron, and I did not tell them to go out. So, we're putting critical photons in here, they are cranking around, they are turning into matter and antimatter, and some reason the antimatter on the belt does not explode instantly upon contact with the, with the matter in the thing, and we are now creating antimatter. And as these critical photons work their way down the line, I notice we have 14 frames per second. Sorry about that. We're reaching the limit of what my computer can do. It's one of the problems with this game currently is that I personally cannot do much more than the base game. I can't start getting into the extended stuff because it starts really hurting my performance. But I'm gonna keep plugging along just for the fun of it, see how it goes here. As these critical photons load into the machines here, though, we're gonna be getting closer and closer to a full belt of both hydrogen and antimatter, anti-hydrogen, basically. This is gonna be a pretty good set, I think. Yeah, we've only got 3 left, so I think we can safely assume that I did this right. And we should have a pretty full belt now of stuff. Yes, we do, coming down. And these things should be getting picked up. Every time we get 1,000 of... Actually, every time we get 500 of each of these, I would expect they would get grabbed. But I don't think we're actually grabbing the antimatter right now to turn it into white science. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and change up what we're doing. Because we've got a full Dyson Sphere now, we have all of our research done. The only research we have left to do requires white science, if you look here. We've got these things that aren't in the game yet, which if they release those, I might end up skipping them anyway. And then the only thing left on here requires white science, and that's win the game, which, I mean, I'm going to do it eventually, but I'm not going to be worried about it too much. There's the mecha core, which gives us more energy, which would be nice for our longer warps. There's a communications control, which gives us 2 more construction drones. Notice this is infinite research, so we can continuously get more construction drones, which is pretty awesome. We have energy circuit, which gives us more fuel power, which is better recovery speed, which would be nice. Drone engine makes the drones go faster, again, would be nice. Ray transmission efficiency gives us more energy infinitely for free. Well, not for free, but I mean once you unlock it. Logistics carrier engine gives them faster speed at a higher consumption rate, which can actually screw you over. And then the most important one here, we've got research speed, which I literally don't care about. And then we've got Veins Utilization. This is the one that you want to research. I'm going to actually queue up, I think, 5 of these. Because we want as soon as possible to get as much Veins utilization as possible. So, white science. Let's actually convert this now to a white science converter. And we got a whole bunch of science in our inventory. This white science converter now, if you look, if we add antimatter to it, it's going to create a universe matrix 1 every 15 seconds. These guys run every 12 seconds. Well, it's 2 every 24 seconds, but that's 1 every 12. So we want, we have 4 of these, we need 5 of these. And guess what? We have 5. I'd love to tell you that I did that on purpose. I did not. I just, it happened to work that way. I did not realize I had the perfect ratio here. I'm going to copy this, though, and paste, 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 paste. And now I have a ton of multicolored science in my inventory. I'm not going to put it back into the machines automatically. I'm going to actually do it the old school way. And then we're going to need to request one more thing in this station here. I'm sure it can handle it. We are going to request antimatter in moderate quantities. let's say 2,000. Local demand, remote demand. And then I am going to send antimatter out here. Send it out here. Will I be able to make this belt go up fast enough to not collide? Yes, I will. So let's do that. Because I don't want to go across that fault line. I think that's ugly. I'd rather have the belt raised. That's how much I hate fault lines. Let's go ahead and make this antimatter. And then we want this to go right to here. Should be fine. Got this power pole in our way. Let's go ahead and wipe it out. Get the antimatter going all the way to the end, I guess. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, the frames per second isn't as bad as the UI reaction speed for me. It's not registering my clicks until I've moved the mouse already and things like that. So I'm clicking in the wrong place a lot of times. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just, that's the way the game is right now. New computer is kind of on the docket. I would like a new computer. Just haven't gotten around to it. I do have, I think that's all I need a power pole for is right there. And we are creating these sciences now. Now the problem is I screwed something up. I'm actually going to snip these because I just realized I need to space these labs out a little bit because we have nowhere else we can pull out of these labs. So we need to raise up, we need to put a belt between them. And these ones I've built too close to each other. This one I actually, again, accidentally built spaced out well, but I'm still gonna have to delete them in order to get these to go. So I think I'm gonna empty my trash. I never remember which side is it. It's always the side with the oil on it, but I can never see it from where I am. But let's go ahead and throw all of our trash away. Critical photons should be in the list of things we can throw away. And then all these sciences can get thrown away. Recycled. Antimatter should be in the list. And that should do it. Can do that too. Okay. Let those go. And then I'm gonna need more labs eventually, but let's keep up with what we've got going on here. Yeah, these things. Let's see. This stack here is done. Processing. This one only has a mere 17 to go. I think I'm gonna make the executive decision here and just wipe these out. And yeah, we have reached critical overload here. Let's go ahead and recycle again, and then I will place the labs back correctly. And that should do it. Yeah. Definitely don't want this stuff to get destroyed. So glad we have this hoovering ability now. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Okay, so now we want to copy this guy. Oh, wow, it copies the whole stack instantly. Let's make sure we can fit a belt between here. We want to go like this and then go up and then go back down. I don't know exactly how the rest of this is going to work, but I know this one is going to go, come on, like, this. And then we can hook these back up. If I can click correctly, given the constraints of the UI. Oh, and there are... Oh yeah, this is fun. This goes here, I guess. This goes here. Oh, wow, look at this. This goes here, and then the antimatter goes here. Stealth edit. Okay, we got this one going. We need to actually take these out now. Of course. One out there, and one out there. And ideally, these things will be able to get their ingredients in fast enough, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to delete these because they're not exactly where we want them. Then I can copy this stack, and I can put this one right next to the other one. Because we're not going to put a belt in between. So we'll go one here. Then this one needs the gap. And then this one does not. It looks like it's interestingly the same width. Like I made the same number of gaps and then not gaps, which is a bit amusing. Let's go ahead and raise up. And then lower down. And of course this is going to cross the fault line. Because I planned so well. And then we're going to need sorter out of this one. And a sorter out of this one. And we should do the same thing here. And an autosave. Yeah, the slowdowns are making it very difficult to play. But again, early access game is just what you expect. Okay, so let's get our power poles back. We can looks like we can put one right here, and that gets absolutely everything, except for whatever's on this side that doesn't get got, which is apparently absolutely everything. So let's make sure we get those labs, and then these guys here, and that should do it. And science packs are making it all the way down to the end, which is a good sign. The guy who has full stuff is processing. He's not... Like, the ones down here aren't flashing, even though they're full, which is weird. And this... Oh, yeah. You know what? They're probably full of output. That's what it is. Because you can't just make these. You need to actually process them as well. So, we have 15 labs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so what we can do now is we have 15 labs. We can make a stack here. It doesn't really matter where exactly, but this looks perfectly fine to me. We're going to make a single stack because I don't know how much we need. Now we have no items. Yeah, it looks like we can actually stack the labs higher than we used to. I'll go around and do that in a bit. But, yeah, let's go ahead and just get some belts going up to these guys. That should do it. And... some sorters. Really? That's where you think I want to put that? Really? How about if I bring it out one? Will you understand the concept now? Yes, you will. Okay. And do you understand the concept of where I want to put you? Yes. And how about you? How about you? You do as well. Good. Good. We're all understanding our ourselves here. Let's go ahead and put this guy here. Let's connect this belt. Connect this belt. And connect this guy to this line. Oh, and I copied these, so I need to change the recipe to actually run science. And this, we're missing a single power here. Can I get it from this? Yes, I can. There we go. Everybody is running. These labs are absolutely full, but we don't have a backup yet, so I'm not gonna add more labs until I know that we need to. I can also obviously run all this science into one line, which I think I'm gonna do. I think right here, right now, looks like this should have started a line earlier. Yeah, right here is where I should go up. And then I should go back down here. And then he can connect across this way. Endpoints must be horizontal. Okay, no, I guess I was just wrong. Oh. Yeah. Wow, come on. Click where I click. You go here. You guys go here. Get rid of you. You go across this way. Get rid of you and you. Get rid of you and you. And then there we go. So now we can add more labs if we so desire. But like I said, until we know we need to, I'm not going to. And I have no idea where... Oh, I'm using inventory items to research. That's funny. That's fine. Yeah, and we're not supporting a full stack of labs. We're also not supporting these with these because we're not getting enough green cubes. And we're not getting enough green cubes because we're not getting enough quantum chips, which means I probably need, yes, to increase production of quantum chips. So I'm going to do that. And this is the other side of the recycling center. So I'm going to head to, oh, we're backed up on green science, which is weird. Because I know we have green science in a machine somewhere. Maybe we don't, actually. You know what? I don't think we do. I don't think we have green science. I probably had a thing for it. Yeah, this splitter here is supposed to be green science. We had just never set it up. And this port is supposed to be green science. Might as well put these directly in here. There we go. And then we also, I think, aren't doing antimatter, which I think should be here. Yeah, this should be antimatter. And then this splitter, this might be bad, should be antimatter as well. There we go. And then let me just see what else is on this belt here. Come on, let me get to the end. So, yeah, we have these, but I don't think I ever put them in this, yeah. So let's go ahead and... This should actually be the second slot. Dang it. Not that it matters, but it matters to me. Which implies we should have solar sails, these things, these things, these rockets, and then that doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, solar sails. Yeah, I just never set up. I just never set up the splitters correctly. Yeah, we did set up these. Okay, so now everything should have been sorted correctly except for the things that are in these. Critical photons are... Where do they show up on the list here? Critical photons are next to foundation. So, if we find where we're storing foundation, which is right here. Whoa. No, that's not foundation. Wow, I cannot find a thing. So foundation, oh, okay, so it's the purple dudes, which is here. No, that's not here. Let's go back to this. Sorry, this is completely unimportant, and there's really no need for you to watch it, but I'm in the rabbit hole now. So here is where we want our critical photons to go. So now if I go back here, and I don't think we're doing white science either. Let's go green science, antimatter, critical photons, and that's good enough for now. I'm not gonna make you watch the rest. Okay. I'm also not gonna make you watch me double my quantum chip production and then probably double my processor production and then double my circuit production because that would be ridiculous, and then probably also add some mining to that. So I'm going to do all that, and then we're going to do what I actually wanted to do this episode. You know, doing science is nice, but what I wanted to do this episode is get the solar sails at the Dyson Sphere. So I'll come back when I've finished with the quantum chip problem. Okay, it has been at least a day since I recorded what you just saw. I got guns set up. I also did so much more. Oh my word. I've expanded mining. I've expanded smelting. I've expanded creating everything in the world. And I still don't have enough of these stupid, whatever they're called, these things here. The super magnetic rings. I don't have enough to get going. We're occasionally getting some this far down that are making these guns, and 395 guns frankly is probably enough. Oops, did I just make them vanish forever? What just happened? Do I have them in my inventory now? Please tell me I have them. I'm gonna reload, because that's just... Let's try to clear and reset. Yeah, we have one. I'm going to reload from quick save. Hold on, please. Okay, we have 395 of these. I'm going to put that many in my inventory. And then I'm just going to lower this down to 100. Yeah, why does it say negative 1,000 in transit? I'm not going to care. The important thing is I have guns. I also have tons of foundation. I have tons of everything I need, and we're good to go. And we are going to head now to Power World, and I am going to start, see, not Compass. Let's go to Power Star, Power World 2. And wait until we're... Are we still orbiting our planet? No, it doesn't look like it. There we go. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay, we are here. We are at the pole. North Pole, I guess. We have actually picked up... well, we have 135 apparently of these things being delivered, which is fine and all. And we have 10,000 solar sails waiting to go. Okay, so let's set up some of these guns. Now the guns are a little less or more, depending on how you feel about it, annoying than the other things. Not 100% sure this is a good place to put one of these guns. I think I might want to go down all the way down to here. Let's see if I can put them around. I can actually go one less. Let's see how that feels. If I recall, you do not... It's been a while since I made one of these things. I'm also out of belts, except for these 11 bad belts. You don't run belts into the thing. No, you don't. You have to use inserters. So, let's see if I have a delivery of... Oh, look, there's my Dyson Sphere. It's being constructed, kind of. But yes, I have a delivery of these. Let's go ahead and I have this set up as local supply and remote storage, so I can do this. Get rid of these. Warpers are fine. Do I have any? I do. Might as well take these, and that should be enough to pick up these. There we go. Okay, back to the South Pole here. So yeah, the guns here, we're gonna need to. Yeah, he can go around. I'm gonna need to see how many go around in a circle here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Is that it wouldn't allow me to do that. Looks like this far, yeah, because we can't do that. So I want it to look semi-nice. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll do the rest of these around this way. I hate the rocks around here. I brought all these see, I can't fit one more, so this is the maximum we can fit anyway, and this way it looks slightly better. And then what I can do here is I can run the belt this way. Mark 3 belt. And come straight down here. It doesn't really matter where we go to, so let's put it to here. And I don't think I said these are solar sails. I did not. There we go. Then we're going to need a splitter. And no, I want the splitter down a little bit. Let's actually see what how close we can get. We can get the belts here. So let's put the belts here. Going around. And that's the wrong belt. But we'll do the splitter first anyway. The splitter goes here. These belts go into them. Then they go all the way around. Eventually, there we go. And I'm not gonna continue it there. That would be somewhat silly. But we can put sorters in here. And they don't have power currently, but we also don't have a target destination for them, which I probably should have done before I pasted them all down. But I do have a mod installed. I've installed a new mod because one thing I don't like about solar sails is they're a pain to get going. I do have a single orbit set up, and I think it will get used. Let's go ahead and try this here. If I put too close to the EM rail ejector. Putting it here will power these two guys, which is perfectly fine by me. So let's go ahead and put one here. And then put one... It's annoying that none of these guys are going to be connected together, but I don't think it's a big deal because they're going to be connected to... too bad that can't get to all three. They're going to be connected to the... yeah, see, they're already aiming. So this is working. Or they're trying to aim, I should say. And last but not least, we'll put one kind of here that's sort of in the right spot. So, yeah, they are actually shooting. They're shooting the things. But I apparently did a really bad job of placing these guys. So I need this guy closer. I need this guy closer. There we go. And I apparently did a really bad job here as well. There should be a guy here and here. Now, everybody has power. And, yeah. See, they're automatically targeting this first one, but they can't quite do it. They're 8 degrees off. The ones over here can do it because they're closer to the front here. So what I want to do is I want to go into here and set up a couple orbits. We have an orbit here that's already got stuff to it, and I wish I could see more about the orbit. It doesn't actually tell me how big the orbit is, but I'm going to add an orbit, and we'll try to get it to be the same, right around there. 34,570. I'm going to guess it's probably 35,000. But then the inclination I'm going to set to be 90 degrees. Come on. Can I type? Yes, I can. Thank everybody. And then the longitude of the ascending node is going to be 0. Then we're going to create this orbit. Then I'm going to create a new orbit that's going to be the exact same. 3,500, 1,000, whatever. 90 degrees, and then 90 degrees. And we're going to create that orbit. Now we have 3 alternative orbits, 3 options, I should say. And now all of these guys can target an orbit. And they're shooting their solar sails out into the wild, which is awesome. And if we ourselves head out and watch these solar sails go, we can see that they are going up here. And being incorporated into the sphere, which is what we want. The rockets are building the structure, and the solar sails are going to go into that structure in between where I have said that they should go, and then they're going to go into those points. Now, one thing I don't know is if they can go into one that's not completely made yet. Like this one here is presumably going to be filled in, but it hasn't been completed on either side by the rockets yet. So here's the solar sails out, just kind of flying, and if they're white, they are. I'm gonna slow down a bit so we see them. If they're white, they're just regular old solar sails. If they're blue, which is the color they are, they should be going into the sphere to make, to actually fill out the structure of it. But I don't know that. I don't see it happening, and there's no real way to tell where they're going. They are kind of, see how they're sort of looping around going this way and connecting to that side. So maybe they're doing that. I really don't know. Let's get closer to them and take a look. They do seem to be going up there. Let's go over there. Sorry about the super bright sun off to the left there. I want to inspect this close up, see it for myself. Yeah, see, I think those right there are rockets making another point. And then here's the solar sails streaming in to these points to fill out the solar sail structure. Yeah, see, they just made a unique point there. And they do this all on their own. I don't actually get to choose where they go. But they're definitely going into these nodes. Yeah. See, they're lining up. Yeah, and there's almost no motion here because we're right on the edge. we're on the northern or southern side of the star here. So there's no like, we don't have to go very fast to keep up with it, because we're not actually orbiting here. This is why we needed the structure increases, because if we didn't have the good structure increases, this stuff would fall into the star if we tried to make it. But yeah, the solar sails are finally coming in here, and they're going down. And as they go, we should see the structure start to build here. We can actually zoom out a little bit. And I'm waiting to see the actual... Yeah, see, you can kind of see them. See, there's one right there. It has built itself. One of the first constructions of solar panels coming out of here. And they're just going to slowly work their way out until this thing gets filled out, which is pretty cool. Let me get turned around so we're flying right next to it again. Yeah, it's building its way out very slowly. Okay, sorry, stealth edit. I was wrapped up in what I was watching here, but yeah, they're totally doing their thing. They're doing what I want, what I really want. I should probably hit F11 again to get back to here, and then let's go back to Power World. To do the crazy speed up here, but yeah, we've got rockets still going. We've got solar sails going now. I don't know exactly how many solar sails are needed for the sphere. I don't think the UI tells you that, but we do need another 20,000 rockets out of the. We've gotten 50,000 so far, so it's going to be a bit before we get those. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I found out, or figured out, or whatever you want to say, why we're not charging these things. We're finally starting to charge them enough, but why our power was so low after we only took away one of these rows, and we had all the rest of the rows to make power. And it's like, well, why are we suddenly really low on power? The reason is these take a lot more power out of the star than these guys do. So these guys are requesting 70 megawatts. This guy, though, if we look, he's requesting 15 megawatts. So when I converted these guys over to photons, they started requesting a lot more power, which then caused these guys to get less power. We're at the point now, though, where we're actually getting as much power as we want and need out of the star. But that's it. That's actually all I wanted to do this episode. It's kind of funny because I've been playing for over a day. And I don't know how much I've recorded, but I think this is going to be one of the shorter episodes, which will be funny if it ends up being not. But and why we are out of empty accumulators. We didn't have enough accumulators to fill up. That is crazy. I need to go back home and make sure we're making accumulators. Actually, another problem is we're just not getting them fast enough. We're out of ships. So one reason we're not getting any accumulators is we don't have the ships to do it. I've done this before with other things. I've got a box here with solar panels in it. I don't remember if I did that on camera or not. We can set up another logistic tower here. That's just requesting accumulators. Empty accumulators? Where are they? They're a building for some reason. I know the reason, but remote demand, and then we're gonna have to put these ships in them and probably power them. And then run the belts kind of annoyingly around this box that I put here that I don't want to have to pick up. And I could go over it, I suppose, but I don't know. I don't like going over things if I can avoid it. Okay. And now this is not requesting any, which is fine. That just means there isn't any to request because he's got them all basically, but he has plenty now. So maybe it was a one-time thing. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how we're doing on rockets. We are out of rockets. We're waiting for more to show up, which is never bad. Let's see how we're doing on. Solar sails. Whoop. We've got a ton of solar sails, so we have plenty of room to make more of these guns. And I think, you know what? I think that's a viable thing to do. I don't want to use up any more of the sunlit side though, so let's only do this on the dark side. This will give me more things to do here. I really shouldn't have to pave all this. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother paving it all. Okay, let's see here. Let's just go down to this next grid line. I guess here and here. Yeah, that's fine. And I will, I'll do all this, but you know what? You really don't need to see this. There's nothing special gonna happen here. I'm just gonna bring this out to here. Yeah, because we don't want to go any further onto the sunlit side. But normally I would have to say which orbit these guys are on, like in the base game. If that orbit wasn't available, they would just not shoot, which is super annoying. So it's nice that I have this mod that will automatically retarget an orbit, because that's what I want. I don't care where they go. I just want them to get out there, because once they're out there, they'll find their way into the sphere. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this multiple times. I'm gonna have multiple rows of these things, just going back away from the star until they can't reach any orbit, and then I'll have to decide what to do with that. Maybe I'll make an orbit that's outside of our planet and see if they'll do that. But oh, let's do that. There we go. But that's all in the future. I'll show that to you when we come back next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. If you did enjoy watching it, please leave a like on the YouTubes. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I am Superfluous J, though, and I will, as always, clicky, 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 and talk at you later.